Believe the rockin' rigmarole I just had now to get live. But I'm on. Yeah, Shazin. Size the grey. Sees the grey. Isn't it? Sees the day. Carpe diem. Love dirty dancing. Hey Shazin, how you doing? Liam. Raphael Coulon. Hey Mike. Tayosa Goddess. Veronica Engel. Hi Michael. Well guys, we are in full summer here. It's hot. It is green. It is water, it is tigers, it is peacocks, it's doggies. It's blue skies, it's rain, it's everything that comes with summer, including a red burnt face. Odessa, I like that video you had on Facebook. How do you get your hair so shiny? All you kids were taking a picture and everybody's hair is so shiny. Summer here, the sun sets at 6 p.m. now, and I hate it. Yeah, though you must like that. Summer is a luxury, except if it brings, well, things that makes your car drift down the road. Big Tamale must be working overtime. Yeah, Big has been working, but there's a few things wrong with Big. I was busy. Oh guys, that one gear just keeps on wearing down. Every time, you know, if it lasts a year, but sometimes it just, if there's a cloud in the sky, then it turns back to its home position. And then I have to do it maybe 3-4 times a day. So then it's not going to last a year. But now I'm working on a different system there at the bottom. All my tools are lying there. I'm even going to leave it out there. I'm not even taking it out of the rain. That's how lazy I am today. But Big is working. There's the sun. I can turn it manually, and then the up and down part is still being done with the computer. It's still automatic. But yeah, it is warm. But now my problem is in the mornings, my trees, these ones over here, are casting some shadows on Big. So, and this tree as well, it prevents a lot of sunlight reaching Big. It would have been better if I could have built Big over here maybe. But I'm not going to move it. I mean, it works very well, especially in the winters. It's much better in the winter. But we get more than enough electricity. It's no problem. It works. It's just I don't want to interfere with my trees, and I need to buy a ladder to get to that. Now they do have one, so it's expensive, and if you buy that ladder, you're gonna have to leave it on the tree, because where do you put it? You don't take it, you just put it to the next tree, and you always have it attached to a tree. That's what I figured if I should buy it. But we'll live. We can't really have enough electricity in the morning now. Up till about 10 o'clock, then it's full sun. Then the full sun starts getting in. Jency, thank you, Jency. Thank you very much. So your spirit animal is a tiger, Jency. But yeah, we handle everything as we can. You know, even this tree over here, these branches block out a lot of sunshine. So, and there's dead branches there. These ones have to be cut. So I have to cut them. So I will probably get that ladder sooner or later. I don't know when, but it's okay. We get all our power still from big. We just need a few hours and we are fully charged. My car is fully charged. Plugged it in today. I can drive and it's full. Hello, you gorgeous mods. Hope you are doing well. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd watch. Janelle, yeah, we haven't seen you for a while, eh? Australia these days. Do you guys also have such high trees as we have over here? That is something people don't understand. High trees always. High trees means less floods, less volcanoes, less, well, tornadoes, avalanches, all those things. You don't get tall trees. Look at those trees way over there. And those are known to fall over for nothing. They just fall over. That's the eucalyptus. And look how tall that one is. So that tells you that there's not a lot of natural disasters. In fact, none. The only natural disasters we have is lightning. And the only thing you can have against lightning is a good insurance. Yeah. Zach was worried about me. He's just looking at me funny today. Denise, happy Saturday, Zoo House peeps. I hope everyone is having a great weekend. Take care and stay safe. Oh, thank you, Denise. You guys are so kind. I almost cancelled the live. I was just so lazy and I thought, no, I cannot do that. How can I do that? Everybody's gonna be there. But let's go get them something to eat. Now, the guy working for me already fed the tigers. But I will give them each a nice bone to eat. So we're gonna do that now. His cat. Come on, GQ. And he can't hear a thing. Yeah, it's a warm day. It's gonna stay like this now for 3 months, 4 months, maybe 6 months. Maybe we don't even, maybe it never stops, because last winter was really just a little bit of a relief from summer. So we are really, how can I say, we really have a nice summer. But we cannot take the cold, guys. That's not built for us. We are having so much trouble with cold. Yeah, I just saw him, a few minutes ago. Now I have to get more hands. And let's go give these to the boys. They're gonna love them. Oh, I'm dripping all over the place. My house is so clean. But guys, we are busy cleaning the stuff that can't be reached these days, like the chandelier. I'll show you guys in a second. Hey Diego, look at this. What do you think of these? Would you like one? Are you a little angry? Okay, let's go give you some. Let's give you one. This one's yours. I didn't get it. There you go, Enzo. Whoa, Diego is happy. Wow, Diego. You didn't expect that, eh, Diego? He loves surprises. Let me just switch this to the other camera. Was that a surprise, Diego? Yeah, you didn't think you were gonna get one of those today, did ya? The moment is so big when he gets one of those. He just loves it. Now he's going to be busy for a good 10 minutes. And Enzo, you want to see the vegetarian cat? Once he was actually sleeping in one of the containers in the upstairs room yesterday. I'm a little worried about him because his midsection is very, very thin. And he's skinny. He's really skinny. And it looks like he's losing some hair on his stomach. I just want to rinse my hand. But he's around. I'm sure we'll see him. Old vegetarian cat. I don't think he's so much of a vegetarian cat anymore. My place is really clean, guys. Since I've got this guy working for me now we've sorted some of the last things out that he's doing wrong. Like he walks up the upstairs area and he puts one of these chickens. Let me show you. He puts one of these chickens just like that down in the house on the floor, and as soon as he leaves, the dogs all look at each other, they grab that chicken and they smear it all over the floor. And we're having a party across the road here, I see. So yeah, that's a little difficult to explain to him not to do that. So now that's another thing that would be better. Look at this idea I had with the GoPro, just sticking it on there with these little brackets, mounting it nicely. And this keeps, these fins are actually active, guys. They keep the car going straight. Can't believe the difference I feel with it. I love it. With the spoiler, took the car to the races again. But my friend's brother, he bought a new Volvo, fully electric. I have to say it's very straightforward, but nothing fancy, but fast. I think they just wanted to build something really fast, and they did that. So I raced him, but I lost. But I knew I was going to lose. I just wanted him to win. He's always been doing it. He's a bit older than us, but yeah, he enjoyed the night. It was a great fun. So that happens usually on a Wednesday. Sometimes I talk about it in that direction. I can hear them drifting cars. There's a 200 meter, so it's half a quarter mile, the actual sprints. So it's not that you're gonna do 200 kilometers an hour there, but you are gonna do 150, 160, and then you have to slack down and brake, because otherwise you're not going to make it. But I go there now these days just to get out a little bit, because I don't know, since even COVID, we never went out anymore. We were just always stuck at the house. It's like it trained us to stay at home. And you can't just stay at home. Oh, thank you, Jency. Another one. Crazy cat, mother of all cats. Thank you. Okay, just got kicked off there, but I'm back. I think there's certain words we're not allowed to say anymore. If you say that word, they kick you off. So I'm not going to say any of those words ever in my life again. Jancy, what's the time now, Jancy? I guess 3 o'clock in the morning. You and Janelle are staying up late. You know what bikers say about Volvo drivers? No, what do they say, Janelle? But Janelle, I'm going to tell you, this little car, well, it's a little car, but it weighs, I think the Tara on it was 2.3 tons. It's got a 7 kilowatt battery. No, sorry, 70 kilowatt battery. Mine has got a 7 kilowatt battery. It's quick. It goes 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds. So mine does it in 4.1. So it's quick. Do you think your bike is going to be able to keep up with that Volvo before you start saying things about Volvos? Be careful. I used to make fun of Volvos as well. When there was this show on TV with the vampires, this one main vampire, and he's such a mean vampire machine. And then when he gets in his car, it's a Volvo. And I used to tease everybody who watched the show about that. That was just wrong. In so many ways, he should have had a muscle car, he should have had a Corvette, he should have had a classic Corvette. But no, he's got a Volvo. But now, these days, it's not about what the cars look like or anything about that. It's about 0 to 100. How fast can it get to 100 kilometers an hour, 60 miles an hour? Or is it 62 miles an hour? Hi Michael, North Korea sent soldiers to Russia. What are your thoughts? Guys, I don't know if they will stop my life if I start talking about that. But I think they tried to eliminate a lot of people a few years ago and they couldn't get it right. The human body survived, and this time it's gonna be done the old-fashioned way if we let it. I really don't know if they send it to Russia. It means they are protecting Russia, so Russia might be expecting some bombs to drop, and maybe even an invasion if they send soldiers. But I do think there's going to be an example of, you guys know what, and it's going to be, look guys, listen to me. There's a good and a bad way to explain this. Okay, I live here in South Africa. I've got all my animals which I love. I've got my house, I've got my cars, I got those damn helicopters, those damn planes. I don't want them. They are here, yes. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have taken them, but I did. it was the right decision. I cannot be held responsible for decisions that was correctly made, but due to theft and fraud, I lost the, the willingness to finish it off. That's what happened. So, guys, there's a lot of thieves in this country. You have got no idea. But if I could choose a way to die now, today, I would want the biggest nuclear device to drop right here. That's it. Because that way, guys, listen to me carefully now. You will inflict the least amount of suffering. The stuff that they're doing now, that is suffering causes. People are walking around with no legs, no arms, no fingers, no eyes. They are blown to pieces. I sent Jancy that one picture of this police officer who was involved in a bombing, and the bomb shot him in the head. His brain is out, guys. He's alive. He's only got a small piece of brain. That whole brain. That just goes to show you how amazing a human being is. But you want to inflict suffering on people? Bring on financial troubles. Let them lose their houses. Let them lose their cars. Let them lose the things that they have worked for many, many years. That is pure suffering. That is what we are having in South Africa. People are losing their stuff, guys. They take it to these auctions where they get next to nothing for it, and then the guy still owes hundreds of thousands on his house that he doesn't have anymore. That is long-term suffering that you cannot get rid of. The second least, or let's say another type of suffering, is when you are being targeted, like in South Africa. For instance, now, butchers. It just came to be. Butchers are very wealthy. They have been making money since the day they started being a butcher. And butchers are being butchered now. They are being taken hostage. And they are being forced to be paid ransom for. And even though some of them the ransoms have been paid, they were even killed. So that's another type of torture. Now, you can carry on going down the line like that. Then living in Yakut. Is that how you pronounce it? I think that is a certain kind of suffering that people can handle. It's so cold there, guys. People walk in the streets, and when they are feeling they're gonna die, they get into someone's car. The cars cannot be switched off. It's too cold. Those cars needs to run all the time, so they can actually get into a warm car and just, hey, who are you? Oh no, don't worry. Conversation starts. But that's a nice way a whole community can get together. You just climb into somebody's car because you have to. You got no choice. You're going to freeze to death. But suffering is a very difficult thing to understand for most people, because being lonely is a type of suffering, but you can change it. You must just find what is keeping you from having more people around you and eliminate that, and you would be able to meet more people. So for that kind of suffering, there is ways to get it over with. Guys, I was suffering yesterday. I was on that roof. I was working on the big tamale. And I'll tell you, the thoughts went through my head. And that was the worst suffering I have had in years. And I'm not going to say how bad, but I would have, it was not nice. It was not nice. But guys, then the other types of suffering, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes that get you in the night, you can't sleep. And that is a different kind of suffering. That you can beat it, but it is not easy. And I'll tell you, the least amount of suffering would be a nuclear device detonating right in your backyard. So I don't understand this war that has been going on, because I think it's 2,500 nuclear weapons that has been detonated just by Russia alone throughout the years. The United States has detonated thousands of devices. I'm not exactly sure about the amount, but you can Google it. Google will give you the answer. And we are still here. So I think you must be, it was a little thought, this nuclear winter they're talking about, all those things. Yeah, probably if you are going to do it at such a huge scale, all of these thousands of nuclear weapons at one stage, you will maybe have that. But don't throw away this world. Guys, people misunderstand the weight of the planet. Do you know what the weight of this planet is? If you fly over any ocean and you look at that water, every cubic square is weighing 1 ton 25 kilograms. Clean water is exactly 1 ton. Now why? Why is the 25 kilograms come from? That's the salt. The salt is heavier than water. That salt is in the water. That's why it's 1 ton 25 kilograms. Now that's every single cubic meter of water. Hey, come on. Now, that water alone without the salt takes 4.187 kilojoules of energy to heat it up with 1 degree Celsius. 4.187 kilojoules. That gives you 1 degree. You want to heat that up with a nuclear device? How many degrees? 1,000,000 degrees. You're going to run short on energy. Because have you seen how big the ocean is? You might move the water. You're not going to evaporate the water. The planet that we live on is strong. It's stable. It has got its hiccups. Let's face it. It does. It is very difficult to keep a planet absolutely without breathing. Let's call it that. All these floods that we've been having the last couple of weeks, it could just be that second moon. I don't know if it's gone already. But remember when I sent the warnings out that there's going to be a lot of floods for the next few weeks? Because it can pull, its gravity can pull the water towards the land. And You need to know things like that. My dad got malaria later, World War II in Africa. Yeah, malaria is a very bad thing. Eh? Anything that has got a parasite, guys, I'm not a doctor. This is not advice. This is just what I tend to see and believe now. Most of our illnesses comes from parasites. And how do you maintain or good health? You get rid of those parasites. Now, there's a few things that you can use. Fenbendazole, that is what this one guy claims it cured all his cancer. I can't say that it did, but he said he did. And that is a dewormer that they use at vets. It started with someone planting cancerous cells into mice and then realizing that the mice have internal parasites, treating them for their parasites with fenbendazole, and she couldn't find any trace of cancer 2 weeks later. They were healed. So yeah, and I'll tell you one thing, that malaria eats you up from inside. It eats your blood. You will need something like fenbendazole to get that sorted out. And that you get from a vet. You don't even need a prescription in most cases, most states. So if you are having trouble, that kind of trouble, try it. If you like, it's your choice. I would have, if my dog or cat, I did try with Ruby when she had that big lump, but guys, that was a 15 kilogram lump, and I started giving her. I didn't know which type to give, and I gave her just a type that I could buy over here, and it did help. It did help, but it was a little bit too late. That was too big to dissolve. But I'd say if you're going to pay $10 for the treatment to get rid of something you think is very suspicious, you just might be saving yourself a lot. And then the ivermectin. The ivermectin is the same thing. It kills parasites. And especially in animals, it's also an animal product. Yeah, now they're going a little bit too far. But yeah, I have taken a sip, and my mom, of ivermectin 3 weeks ago, and we each took a nice big sip of fenbendazole, also called Panacure. Why? Just because then we know we have got no parasites that can cause real ill. Others should take that too, Michael. Yeah, Melissa. You know, the nice thing about the place where we are at the moment as a world community is that we can communicate freely, and we can get these kinds of information. Now there's this one guy in South Africa on another site, and his eye is already popping out, like this thing is growing in his head. And yesterday I just had it with him, and I wrote there, this is the last time I'm giving you advice. This is what you need. This is what you should drink. Just listen to me. Because the people in South Africa don't listen. They've got a problem with that. They are just beyond. They will never believe you. That's why I don't even bother giving good advice in South Africa. They just don't. They will just go and do the opposite of what you said. That's how ironic it is. And he's not going to do it. He's not going to take that. Hey, dainty, get away from the apex predator. He just wants to drink his water. Look at that tick in his neck area. Wonder if I can get it with a stick or something that's long. Let me see if I've got something here. Maybe I've got something that I can just push there and push it straight out. Oh, now he moves again. See, that's a problem with a tiger. I could have taken this little stick now and just pressed on it. Come here, Enzo. Come here, Enzo. Enzo. Come on. Let's see if I can do this. I can do it. I know I can. If he's going to give me the opportunity, I need the tiger in front of me in 1 second. That's what I need. You see, guys, that's how you... Sometimes we got the answers. I can help him with that tick. I can help him. He needs to understand it. He needs to listen to me. Then I can just scrape it off quickly and it's gone. Yeah, put Khadil. Because, guys, everybody's getting to that point. But we need to learn. The safest person in the world is the one with the ability to take up knowledge, to soak knowledge up. Because you're going to be able to cure anything. And you're going to be able to know when certain people are going too far. And if you understand human nature, just between me and you, everybody thinks I'm studying animals. I'm studying humans. So I know a great deal about human responses and the way they think and how they treat stuff. And if you know that, you would not take anything that they give you. But yeah, you have to find a person in your life. This is the most important thing anybody can do. You have to find one person in your life who you can trust, who you can ask advice, and who you have double-checked the advice, and that you know that this person gives good advice. And you hold on to that person like gold. Because if you get arrested, you don't phone a lawyer. Guys, you don't phone a lawyer. He's going to take all your money. He's going to arrange for the biggest case because he's going to make money. But if you know someone who's been in that position and who has studied it and who knows how it is done, that's the person you want to call. And that person will not charge you for the advice. The advice will be free. That's one thing I've learned. I just could never find that one person who I could ask anything, who is intelligent and willing to help. That's the most important thing in the world. Because we have to learn out of others' mistakes. Life is too fragile and life is too short to make mistakes and learn our lesson out of our own mistakes. Guys, there's been people on this earth for many, many years. They have made the mistakes. They have learned their lesson. We can simply just learn from them. That is the best thing that we can do. That increases your chances to 100% survival rate. Maybe even old age can be cured now that we are able to communicate with one another. Because think about it, 20 years ago, there was no way you could communicate with just anyone in the world. But now we can. And there's so many people who are giving their life advice that they have studied themselves. I'm not talking about studied in a university, because that is the type of thing that doctors will only abide by that. But like this vet that saw those mice being cured from their cancer, all of the mice, there's not one that had left. Do you see what I mean? We did not get the book of Le Mot d'Emploi, that is the manual. We did not get a manual on the human body. But we can figure it out. But we have to talk. If you feel there's something wrong with you, talk. So that someone can hear it. How do you think I got a tiger, guys? Do you know how you get a tiger? I'm going to tell you how to get a tiger. You say the words, I want a tiger. You say that 15 times in different locations, between different people. Now, a lot of people has heard that. When one of them stumbles upon a tiger, they're going to say, hey, what's that guy's name again? That guy that said he wants a tiger. And they will bring you the tiger. That's how it works. There's nothing magical about it. It's simply advertising. I want a tiger, bro. Jency, don't say those words, because if someone phones me out of Australia and they say, well, we're here in Brisbane, we just found this strange looking kangaroo-like animal, but he's got stripes on and no long tail, and he doesn't have a little bag in front of his belly with a little small kangaroo in it. We think it might, we now see it's got long teeth. Hey, that looks like a tiger to me. If that guy phones me, Jency, I'm going to tell him, hey, I know someone in Brisbane who's waiting for a tiger. You see what I mean? That's how it works. It just doesn't work with helicopters. Yeah, it's true. But guys, don't be afraid of those nuclear threats. Like I said, if you want to die with the least amount of suffering, that's your answer. It will instantly evaporate everything. If I can choose one way to die, it would be by detonation of such a device on my property, where all my animals will instantly be evaporated and it's done. Because let's take a normal bomb or just an intercontinental ballistic missile launched at your house. It hits your house right about there. Where now this whole thing is buggered. There's people bleeding. There's animals that's half hurt. There's some that survived. There's some that's burned. That is suffering. That's the worst kind of suffering that you can put on somebody. This Meridea good video up was timed out by Melissa for 300 seconds. This Meridea is good video. But does it make sense to you guys? I mean, You remember Ali G? Do you remember that guy? He was dressed up in all yellow and he had these big glasses. He interviewed Trump and everybody with his little ice cream that he wants to sell 1 million of these ice cream gloves. He's a silly guy, but he had a movie. Now, these wars that are fought now are reminding me of a scene in that movie. Now, they've all got these Renault 5s and they are in the downtown and they are waiting for the green light, and the green light goes and they all pull away and they are racing, but there's a 60 or 50 zone, well, probably a 40-mile-per-hour zone where they're racing, so they don't go over the 40 miles. They race each other. They are all this intense energy. They're clutching this and they are pulling their faces and they're racing, but they are only doing 40 miles an hour. Now that is the kind of warfare that is happening now. And it's silly. It's a waste of time. It's causing suffering. Nothing more than suffering. Because what are they going to get out of it? They're going to get nothing out of it. They're just going to have a lot of people dead, no infrastructure, and a lot of people still alive with nothing, waiting for 25 years to get running water in that place again. So yeah, I don't know. I think we in South Africa, I think our former presidents, F.W. de Klerk, a lot of people hate him and they call him a traitor because our country was handed over to the black majority. So we had to do it. We were being pushed by all of the countries in the world. And we were barred from entering races and stuff in, or sport events like the rugby. We're the best in the world with rugby. South Africa is the best rugby team in the world. And we were not allowed to play in the World Cup unless we handed the country over. So they worked it out. If we go to war, civil war, guys, a war lasts 100 years at least, until 2 generations have passed away, because they will still carry the hatred. And we surrendered this country, gave it away, gave it to them. Everything that was built by the English, by the Afrikaners, by everybody, was handed over. We got 30 years out of it, still alive. My dad died of natural causes. My uncle died of natural causes. My aunt died of cancer. I'm just talking about, there is violence, but it didn't affect us much. Not here where we live. So for us, it was a reasonably good deal. Because once you go to war, there's no just turning back. There's not even leaving your country, going to another country, living in another country. They will come for you there. There is people from both sides living in the same countries. They will start targeting you in the new country that you are. It takes 100 years. A lot of people left South Africa because of government and violent crimes. Yeah, I still think the violent crime thing is something that you can live with. The crime, they steal your stuff, you got insurance, yeah. I think the lack of opportunity to prosper. That's the one. That's the one that is forcing everybody to leave this country. Because, guys, I cannot do nothing. I cannot do nothing. I'm here, I'm white, and I'm as white as you get. Look at that. I'm pale. I lie in the sun for 3 weeks, then I'm white. I was blue before. But that is a problem. They expect us to just have money. But we do earn like this. YouTube doesn't understand how much they are helping me and all these animals that I save. This is what I get something. And I have tried so hard to tell people in this country to do YouTube. And they wouldn't listen to me. Last night again, I told some people about it. Guys, they don't listen. They don't listen. But I did. And it supported me so far. It was cut to a 10th or to a 20th. But I still, now I just buy necessities. I just buy the food. I buy the medicine needed. I bought it there's a little kitten that I got, who a girl gave to me to come and drink on one of these mother cats. She's drinking, but the eyes are infected. So I paid today for antibiotics to treat this little kitten. So that is where the money goes that I do get. I don't get as much. I used to get enough. Yeah, I used to get enough. I had enough money to take care of all the animals, pay the bills, buy a car, pay it off. I've never been very, how can I don't waste money. I'm not the type of guy that just goes and buys stuff and the money is gone and there's nothing left at the end of the day. There will always be something that I bought left still, except my 2 guitars. But I bought that when I was 17 years old, so they were like classics to me. But oh well, what can I do? But yeah, the thing that's driven most people away from South Africa is a lack of opportunity. And nobody here got any experience in manufacturing. They simply stopped teaching people how to manufacture. That's one thing I can people. I take my hat off to you for teaching the young people to manufacture. They can take a sanction. If China does not supply anymore, they can manufacture their own. In South Africa, can never happen. Some blame us for getting so many Chinese goods. Guys, we don't have a choice. Those companies are gone. If you want to buy something in South Africa, you know what you can buy that is made in South Africa? These eggs, like ostrich eggs, that's painted. When I did business, I wanted to send gifts to the people I did business with. That was what I could get. That was made in South Africa. Egg, painted. That's it. Then we had these trailers, these little trailers called the Venter trailer. Venter is a surname here in South Africa. Many people has the people across the road. Their surname is Venter. So this guy made a trailer around about probably in the 80s, 90s. And he did well. He built Venter trailers. That's the only thing that was ever built in South Africa. We don't have a car brand of our own. we just simply never had the money to do anything. The people with the money put it in the bank, lived on the interest. There was no investment. And until today, there is no investment. Guys, why do I want to chop that plane up? Why would I want to do that? I want to buy an axe. I almost bought the axe yesterday. Because I know if I'm going to buy it, it's going to happen. Because it's in my way. But that is something very valuable. Someone paid a lot of money, and it's a doctor. He put in so much of his time building that. I've got so much respect for that. But you know what? The opportunity is not there for me to do it. I don't have the money. Where am I going to get an engine for that thing? I have to chop it up, throw it away, get it out of my sight, because it's occupying my personality. It's taking my time. It's holding me ransom. The same with the helicopters. Yeah, it's easy to say, oh, we have to change these gearboxes now. All of them need to be changed right through in the world. We cannot afford it here in South Africa. There was nothing wrong when you launched that gearbox. And you've been flying with it for 20 years. Now, all of a sudden, because someone did something and it happened again, now we all have to replace it. I cannot afford it. I'm sorry to say. So, there it is. Standing there for, I've had it 13 years, guys. I took bonds on this house and the next house so I can buy them, because I thought, well, this is going to be a nice investment. I can buy this and I can fly it and I can then sell it. Guys, there's no opportunity to, I don't know how to put it. Just do nothing. That's my best advice I can give to anyone in South Africa. Because if you do nothing, nothing can go wrong. Let's say you want to trim these trees. You can fall from there. And then, that's why I say, rather do nothing. But this is our punishment, I guess, for not fighting a war. A war would have been quicker, because this is going to keep on going. This is only going to get started. This is just started now. It took 30 years to start. Guys, the municipalities are broke. They don't have a cent. There's a few guys working there. They take their monthly salary, huge salaries, and the rest has got nothing. They don't tar the roads. They haven't built a road since probably, I don't even know when. But they don't mow the lawns. We had the parks department back in the day. Those people were on the job every single day, making sure every park in this country is in excellent condition. It was beautiful. We handed it over. We had to. We had no choice. I think we had a choice, but that was what the people at that moment decided. And I know why they decided that. Because they were the people with money in the bank. And they were worried that if they don't do it like that, they're going to lose their money. So South Africa was sold. And like my dad used to say, this country was sold for a rugby game. Tigers jumping out of the pool. My dad lived his whole life here in South Africa. He experienced what I experienced. And he passed away. When he passed away, he had nothing. He had the shoes that I bought him. the clothes that I bought him. He was living with me in my house. The bank took his house away and they still let him pay it because that's how it is here. Yeah. Do you have OnlyFans? No. Who wants to see these muscles? I probably could make a lot of money on OnlyFans. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, but it's one of those things. That's how it just is. Are we going to give the tiger some cream, guys? Do you think there's still time for cream? But guys, I really had dreams, and I would have liked to have flown my helicopters. I mean, I bought them and everything, having them for 13 years. I mean, is it so bad to just wanted to fly them as well? Not even much, then I could have sold them, but there's just no button to push where you can go and say, can I borrow money and fix them? Here they are, and then give them back the money afterwards. There's no opportunity for us here. We cannot do it. That's why people are leaving South Africa. We are the tail now. That's what they say. We used to be the head. Now we are the tail. And there's no way you can. I have family who have a lot of money. Guys, they live off the interest. They will not touch the money. That's why the money is losing so much value. In the last 10 years, the money has lost, I'd say it's could buy one of those R44 helicopters for 2 million rand. Now that same one will be 12 million rand. That's how the South African rand has now collapsed, because there's no investment that was made. So stuff cannot be produced. Are you guys ready? But I'm fine with it. I accepted it about 5 years ago. I just accepted that it's not going to happen. I don't need it that much in my life. And I will just do what works. Look how thick Jack is. Do you like it, Enzo? It's your favorite. That's nice to give them a little something, little treat. All of them. Saying thank you. He's got such good manners. Enzo? Where's Diego? Diego's turn. Look at your beard, Diego. Layla. Getting empty. Oh no, Diego, it's empty. Oh no. No, it's empty. There's a little. No, Diego, you can eat this from the fence. Ah, Denise, thank you so much. Cream fun for next time. Is Deborah here? I haven't seen Deborah here today. That's odd. Yeah. But guys, you also, everybody's got that window where you want to do your things in. And that window sometimes closes and it's gone. And then you don't want to build things anymore. You don't want to. I wanted to build so many things, but we were just pushed and pushed and pushed, our whole generation, for so many years. And it was the interest rate. The interest rate was the thing. And I know who it is. I know how they do it. But there's a day coming that I'm not going to pay any interest anymore. And I never will again. And I'm trying to train the kids here in South Africa. Don't borrow money. You're going to get it, and all of a sudden they're going to rip the carpet from under you. They're going to make life hell, and then they want their money back. And they're going to take everything you have, sell it for next to nothing, and in 6 months they sell it back to you, and you have to start all over again. That is the trick that they get us here in South Africa. Thanks, Denise. Yeah, if it wasn't for these kind of donations and stuff, I don't know what I would have done. When there was still a world economy, my YouTube channel did well. I never needed to get a donation ever for I'd say a good 10 years. I didn't get a donation. I didn't need one because the economy was driving the ads that was ran on my videos, and I was happy with that money. I didn't need more. But then the world economy collapsed. I bought that i8 a month before the whole thing went south. So I had a tough 5 years, but I've just stuck around. Yeah, they didn't warn us. Yeah, Michael F. I think just certain countries, things that you can fall back on. Here in South Africa, you're on your own. You're on your own. Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for the live. It was great. How long have we been on? Was it extra long today? I'm not sure. But the best thing that you can have, doesn't matter where you are in the world, is good health. I'm not saying good health care. There's a big difference between good health and good health care. Guys, it's the good health that you want. Treat yourself for parasites. It's a good idea. Alright, guys. South Africa, the last frontier of rugged individualism. Yeah, and we've got the newest language in the world, Afrikaans. And it's such a great language. I don't think any language can, how can I put it, replace it. You can say things in Afrikaans that's just impossible to say in other languages. Let me just get this.
Bye everyone. Tot ziens. Adios. Ciao. I'll be the same. Sayonara. Saijen.
But the best
Au revoir.
has,
Namaste.
no matter where you are in the world, good health.
Assalamu alaikum.
Care.
Farewell.
There's a big difference between good
Oh, I think that's it. Oh, and Michael?
care
Deborah's getting her coordinates, and
that you want.
thank God Andover is safe from the shooting in Florida.
Oh,
All right. Love you guys.
idea. All right, now I understand why I hear my own voice when you play your clip, because you make that clip while while my voice is in the background. There you go. All right, guys, thanks a lot. It was a great live. Thanks for every donation and everything. And to Gateway, thank you very much. And Dimitri, thank you very much. And if I left someone out, I'm so tired right now. I don't know. I can't remember, but I will remember. All right, guys. Have a great day. See you soon. Bye.